You love God, but lately you feel nothing. This is why you're spiritually stuck and how God is pulling you out. Have you ever sat in church, heard the message, sang the songs, but deep inside felt numb? Have you prayed, but your words felt empty? Have you believed, but your heart felt disconnected? You're not alone. And no, you're not broken. You're not faithless. You're not failing God. You're in a place that almost everyone of faith encounters but rarely talks about. You're spiritually stuck. But here's the good news. It's not the end. It's a turning point. What feels like spiritual death is often the beginning of divine rebirth. In this video, we'll uncover why you feel spiritually numb or stuck, the hidden seasons of faith that mimic silence, how God transforms you in the dry places, and 7 powerful shifts that will reignite your spiritual fire. Stay until the end, because the final truth may be the most freeing thing you've heard in your entire walk with God. Let's begin. Let's be real. There comes a moment when you no longer feel God. You still go through the motions, you read the Bible, you pray, you worship, but it all feels flat, and that terrifies you. You wonder, has God left me? Am I drifting away? Am I losing my faith? Here's the truth, you're not drifting, you're deepening. You see, every strong relationship moves from feelings to faithfulness, from butterflies to trust, from noise to depth. God is not playing hide and seek. He's drawing you into the quiet, because in the quiet, He can go deeper than your emotions. This silence isn't a punishment, it's an invitation. There's a misconception that if your faith doesn't feel exciting, it must be dying. Not true. Faith isn't built in fire alone. It's built in the furnace, in the silence, in the questions, in the desert. Think of Moses, 40 years in the wilderness. Think of Elijah, depressed in a cave. Think of Jesus, 40 days of silence before He began His ministry. They weren't failing, they were forming. You're not in a spiritual setback. You're in a divine setup. And when you stop trying to feel your way out of it and start trusting through it, everything begins to shift. Let's talk about what this really is. Spiritual fatigue. It happens when you give and forget to receive. You perform instead of abide. You serve out of duty instead of delight. You're exhausted, but not just physically. Your soul is tired. And here's the crazy part. Most spiritually fatigued people still show up, still serve, still smile, but inside they're running on empty. If that's you, hear this. You don't need to do more. You need to rest in the one who already did it all. Jesus didn't say, "Come to me, all who are crushing it spiritually." He said, "Come to me, all who are weary." You don't need to prove anything. You need to receive everything. What if I told you that feeling nothing is actually holy? In the stillness, in the dullness, in the waiting, God is resetting your heart, because your relationship with Him isn't supposed to be built on emotional highs. It's built on commitment. Think of a tree in winter. It looks dead, lifeless, but beneath the surface, it's preparing for spring. Roots are deepening. Systems are resetting. That's you. Your spring is coming. But right now, your roots are growing. Don't judge your season by what you see. God does His best work underground. Sometimes, the reason you feel spiritually stuck is because you're carrying an old version of faith into a new season. You're trying to walk forward with yesterday's mindset, yesterday's discipline, yesterday's perspective. But new wine requires new wineskins. The faith that got you here might not be the faith that grows you next. God might be stripping away old layers, old routines, old pride, old performance, to reveal something deeper. Let Him. Let the old fall away, so something new can rise in its place. Let's get practical. Here are 7 powerful things to do when you feel spiritually stuck. Stop performing. Start abiding. Don't try to impress God. Sit with Him. Talk to God honestly. No filters. Tell Him you're numb. He can handle it. Go back to your first love. What first sparked your fire? Return to that simplicity. Get around raw, real faith. Join community. Listen to testimonies. Watch God move in others. Rest deeply. Shut off the noise. Say no more often. Create silence. Serve with joy, not pressure. Sometimes helping others is how your soul gets refilled. Read slowly, not religiously. One verse, one whisper. Let the word breathe in you again. You don't need a breakthrough to start moving. You need small obedience, daily, quiet, real. That's how fire returns. Here it is, the truth that will set your soul free. God never asked you to feel Him. He asked you to follow Him. Feelings are gifts, but they are not foundations. Faith is, even when you feel nothing, even when the heavens are quiet, even when your prayers sound like echoes. You are still His. He is still yours. And He is working, right now, beneath the surface, in the silence, in the numbness, because the story isn't over. It's being rewritten. You are not stuck. You are becoming. And the God who started this work in you, He will finish it. If this message touched something inside you, let me know in the comments. God, I trust you, even in the silence, because declaring that even when you feel dry is faith, and heaven moves on faith. Like, share, subscribe, not just because it helps this channel, but because someone you love may be walking through this exact same dryness and thinking they're alone. Let's remind them they're not. You're not broken. You're becoming. You're not faithless. You're being formed. And soon, the numbness will break. The silence will sing. And your spirit will burn again. Until then, rest, abide, trust. Amen.